But before I start, I want to talk about a very serious topic and a reminder to everyone who's watching this stream. Because I know a lot of you know about my project Qsmp, and I want to give a very important reminder to everyone who consumes the Qsmp and everyone who consumes my content and the content of everyone in the Qsmp. I want to start off by saying that Qsmp is an international global server which has the objective of uniting creators and cultures globally. We are the very first project to create a global international content creation space by breaking language barriers. That's literally why I started Qsmp. That's why it exists. And I want to make one thing very clear. The negativity that has surrounded certain parts of the community since the very beginning of this project is an aspect that I completely disagree with. Constantly, time and time again, I've called it out and I've made myself very, very clear on that. Anyone who watches and consumes my content knows that. Constantly, I've even been very, very outspoken over the difficulties I faced with racism and xenophobia in my personal life, growing up and to this day. Before starting Qsmp, and even to this very single day, I get private racist and perverse messages daily where I am berated for my culture and for who I am. And for many years, I've taken the stance to give zero importance to the people who do that, because these are people that only want to do harm. Recently now, more than ever, it's clear to me why I do what I do, and it's clear to me why the Qsmp exists in the first place. And even if there's one person across the world who this project is helping, then that to me is worth it enough to continue doing what I do. So I want to make it very clear. What the Qsmp project does is it embraces the cultural differences in order to unite people from all across the world in a positive manner. That's its objective, and that's why I created it. So, if anyone intends to consume Qsmp with any scope of negativity, whether it be towards the events, the administration team, the creators, any communities, or any of the cultures, then Qsmp is simply not for you. I've met some of my best friends thanks to the server, so it's very clear to me that this concept works and it's going to continue to work. So anyone who watches Qsmp and is not ready to accept any inherent cultural differences that will arise from this project, nor is willing to consume this project in the positive way that it was created in, then this project is not meant for you. And I want to make that incredibly, incredibly clear. Lastly, I want to remind people of something very important. We are not a small community. We're a massive community. We're a huge international community. It's not small at all. So please remember and please keep in mind that there are external people outside of this project who don't even consume Qsmp, whose only goal is to destabilize and divide the Qsmp community. There's people who are maliciously as well and purposefully provoking others in the community with harmful remarks. Do not give these people what they want, and do not forget what the project and what the community as a whole stands for, which is respect, tolerance, community, open-mindedness, and unity. That's why I created the Qsmp, and that's why it exists. And I have to make that very clear for everyone who follows the project. So yeah, I wanted to say that before we got the stream started. I wanted to clarify that and remind everyone of that fact. But yeah, that's something I wanted to talk about.